What is up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And the watermark in the bottom right of your screen is still here. The thumbnail number 3 is also here. Hope you guys like it. W thumbnail. I made like 5 more thumbnails yesterday, so I have like 12 thumbnails, including the one I used before. So I want to use the 7 best, in my opinion, this week in order, and then throughout the rest, we're just gonna do random whatever thumbnail I feel like doing that day, just to keep it, change it up. I might even make more thumbnails in a little while, but we'll have to see. Just 12 is good for now, for sure. Just keep it unique, change it up a little bit, keep it fresh, Because I didn't mind the other one, but like it was really repetitive, even for me. But as a viewer's perspective, I bet it was even more repetitive. So just changing it up, having new thumbnails, I think that's a good addition for season 8. I will say that. Yeah, I was very late today. I mean, clearly it was 12:44. I mean, I think the latest I want to go is like 1:45. I think is the latest. 1:45, 1:50ish. I think is the latest I want to go. So that's about like an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 5 minutes, I guess, would be 1:50 as of right now. Today is gonna be a pretty big one. We're gonna review yesterday and today's World Junior Championship games. We're gonna review yesterday and today's USHL games. Yesterday's USHL games and then today's one USHL game. And then yesterday's NHL games. And it's USHL Sunday. Let me update the title real quick because I completely forgot about that. I did not forget about it, but I forgot to update the title. Updating that right now. But yeah, we're going to go over the standings, top scorers, top goalies, all that fun stuff. USHL Sunday 3! Exclamation points. W. Yep, we got that. I think after this podcast, I'm going to put my Twitch in the description. I think I'm going to start Twitch streaming again pretty soon. I think I already have a Twitch channel. I haven't streamed on it for a couple months because I've been really doing this a lot. But I am still going to do this daily. Obviously, this is my main thing. But I think whenever I feel like it, I think I'm just going to hop on Twitch and be like, you just play games on my Xbox and you guys can watch me out commentate and whatever. And that'd be pretty fun to kind of correlate this podcast and then watch me play games. This podcast, I think I correlate to Twitch and this podcast together. So yeah. I have quite a few streams on there, but I haven't streamed again. I haven't streamed in a couple months. The games I'll play on there are like Fortnite, NBA 2K, NHL 24, obviously. So maybe WWE, probably not. Call of Duty. What other games do I play? Marvel Rivals. I did get that game yesterday. I'm not very good at it because I just started playing it. But as soon as I get better, I'll play it on there. Then I'll get better. Then enjoy it more along the way. And maybe Ark. I mean, I don't have that anymore, but I could get it back. Never know. And just a bunch of games on there. Those are the main games. Well, a bunch of games on there. I'll go ahead Twitch stream that whenever I feel like Twitch streaming. So that'd be a good little thing for you guys to hopefully enjoy that too. I'll link it in my description. I'll put it in my description of this podcast episode, and then keep it in there for future ones after this podcast. So yeah, let's get into reviewing the game. So we have more time to do the other stuff. I don't want to scroll too far down. I scrolled too far down. As I said, I didn't want to do that. I did it. Okay. We got to review 2 days ago. Okay. Czechia defeats Kazakhstan 14-2. I didn't even know Czechia could score more than 3 goals. Look, I knew they could score obviously more than 3 goals, but like, be honest here. Czechia is not a scoring team. If that doesn't prove the fact that Kazakhstan is terrible, I don't know what does. Czechia is not a high scoring team. They can score, but they're more of defensive, gritty kind of team. A team that kind of surprised you a little bit. Not a 14 goal score. That's like USA, Canada, Sweden maybe. Like the big dogs. Finland if they have a really, really good night. But Czechia is not that type of team you think off the top of your head high scoring. You really don't. I mean, 14-2 is ridiculous. You know? So, yeah, there's that. I'm not reviewing all those goals. I'm not doing it. 5-1, USA defeats Latvia. Latvia tried to do 2 historic upsets back to back, but USA doesn't let that happen. 5-1, USA defeats Latvia. They show Canada all it's done. You know what I said the other day that I'd be laughing really hard if USA beats Latvia after Latvia beat Canada? We smoked them. It was actually a pretty decently close game until we started getting our goals going together. Then we kind of just held the puck, ran the puck a lot, got a lot of shots on goal. That's funny because Canada couldn't do it, and we come around smack them by 4+ goals. That's hilarious. But that was yesterday's games. Looking into today's games. Sweden defeats Switzerland 7-5. Sweden finding ways to win, even if they have to score 7 goals, or if they only have to let up 1-2 goals. Finding a way to do it. Finland defeats USA in overtime, 4-3. Trey Augustine makes 40+ saves, and then in overtime it goes out the tip of his glove and into the net. Very unfortunate. USA dominated the first 2 minutes of overtime, and they gave up the puck on like a 3-on-2, I think, maybe even a 3-on-1 or something. Went out the tip of Augustine's glove, bounced, and then went into the net for the overtime winner. What a game for Finland. I mean, they had 40+ shots in goal. USA was good too, but I mean, that Finland, how about those Finns, man? I mean, they did their part. I mean, at least we didn't lose to Latvia. I mean, Latvia's not terrible, but they're not Finland. I think the tiers usually goes Canada, USA, Sweden are the top tier. The second tier is usually the Finns, Czechia, Slovakia, and Switzerland, and then it's right below that. It's like the Latvias, the Germany's even. One team that I'm forgetting too. I don't know, but those guys. And then Kazakhstan goes in their own tier of absolute garbage and should not have ever been brought back up to the highest tier of World Junior Championship. I'm sorry, but they should enough, but they just deserve their own tier of absolute garbage. So yeah, Czechia defeats Slovakia 4-2. Czechia stays hot as Slovakia is trying to get into the elimination round. Canada shuts out Germany 3-0. Back-to-back Carter George shutout. 2 games for Carter George, 2 shutouts. Canada found their goaltender, man. This team's looking scary. USA versus Canada, about to go crazy. Your Canada versus Sweden. Your Canada even versus Czechia even. Those games about to go hard, man. Especially if Carter George can find his groove and stay like this. I don't know. Canada's looking really dangerous. For sure. We don't talk about that. We're gonna review the NHL games first, so we can go to the USHL games, review those, and then go into the USHL standings and everything else, all in kind of one USHL thing. Oh, by the way, on my Facebook, I let you guys know to join a bunch of stuff. You can go look at my description and go look at those links and join stuff. Follow all those pages. Join my Discord and everything. Speaking of my Discord, I did add quite a few new pages. The NHL Talk, USHL Talk, the IIHF, like the All World Junior stuff, all that stuff, the IIHF Talk, and then NCAA Talk. So you can talk about the separate leagues in kind of one thing. And then you also have the I got submissions now. You can submit your videos on one. It says videos, and then there's another one under the submissions category that says pictures. So you can submit your videos, and then in another tab you can submit pictures. So we got a bunch of different tabs in there. Go make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already. Go ahead and join and talk. I will be pretty active in there. So yeah, without further ado, going to reviewing yesterday's game, because there's quite a few interesting games. Starting with one of the most interesting games, Panthers take on the Canadians. With Jacob Dobie, I think Dobie's either Dobie, I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna say Dobie. From Omaha Lions' goalie gets his NHL debut for the Canadians as they play Spencer Knight and the Florida Panthers. Kirby Dach, their goal of seasons by Newhook and Caden Gooley, 139 in the second period, opened the scoring. Kirby Dach is one of the worst players in the NHL, literally no exaggeration. Season maybe he can get back on the right track. Kirby Dach's second goal of the season, second of the night, fourth of the season. There you go. This is by Alex Newhook. 13:51 into the second period. Jake Evans, 9th goal of the season. The short-handed goal on assist is 17-19 second period. Cole Caulfield, 18th goal of the season by Slafkowski. 14-17 in the third period. A 34 save. Jacob Dobie shutout. The Panthers get shut out in back-to-back games for the second time this month. Panthers need to get the offense going. They look like they were still in holiday break for the first two periods of that game. And then they started to pick it up, and Jacob Dobie just shut the door on them. Yeah, I mean, that's that. Okay. Yeah, the Panthers, they look pretty bad. But not Canucks bad. Okay, so what I mean by that is the Canucks are looking fine. To also keep in mind, Phil Peronik's out for a couple months probably. And Quinn Hughes is out this game. So the decor is even more garbage than it normally is. At least they usually have Quinn Hughes and Philip Peronic to maybe carry it. They don't have either of those guys coming in tonight, so the decor that's already lacking, which is my main concern for the Canucks, was terrible. It was garbage on paper. So as a Canuck, I'm not a Canucks fan, but if you were a Canucks fan, you'd be like, let's see how these guys do without Quinn Hughes. And then obviously Phil Peronic's been out for a while, and he will be out for a while, but yeah. Brock Besser, 12 goals. He's a power play. Goals by Nebraska Miller, 16:03 in the first period. Grubauer makes a ridiculous glove save, and then it bounces over his head, and Brock Besser jumps on that. Ridiculous how he got a glove on that, and then it went in. That's just ridiculously unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you out there. Matty Beniers, 5th goal seized by Jimmy Oleksiak. 1:18 in the second period ties the game. Connor Garland, yes, I heard that for somewhere. I love it now. 9th goal was seized by Bluger and Susie. 8:36 in the second period. Go up. Okay. That's his second of the night. 13 of the season by Susie Heinen. 15:14 in the second period. So they're up 3-1 at this point here in this game. Drake DeBrusk, 16th goal of the season. He's a very underrated and very good season for Vancouver. What a pickup for them. This is by JT Miller and forward. The 09 in the third period. 4-1 Vancouver leads. There's about 5.5 minutes left in this game. They were 4-1. Like, there's no possible way they can find a way to blow this. No shot, right? No shot. James Schwartz, 10th goal of the season by Vince Dunn and Sprong. 15-15 in the third period. At this point, like, no shot. Still, there's no shot. Go around Vince Dunn, 6 goal season on assist at 18:48. So with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the game, we're like, okay, there's no way they will have another goal, right? James Schwartz, second of the night, 11th of the season by Bjorkstrand with 50 seconds left in the game to tie the game. Because Noah Juleson, who shouldn't even be playing in the NHL, decided to throw an absolute muffin in the middle of the ice, handcuffs Carson Soucy, lets Jaden Shorts on a breakaway, basically, like one-on-one in front of the net, and he scores. Like, this decor in the last 5-ish minutes of the game completely fell apart. Like, it looked like what we expected it to look like going into that game. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And then in overtime, it's Vince Dunn. His second of the night, 7th season on assist at 2:15 overtime. He gets a breakaway, he scores. This was not Demko's fault. Demko got left up to dry multiple times. And Vancouver Canucks fall 5-4. The Canucks cannot find a way to win games. That one was without Quinn Hughes and Philip Peronic, but at the end of the day, you cannot excuse that. And even with Quinn Hughes in, they're still losing in overtime and with 1-goal games, a ridiculous amount. They need to pull together these 1-goal games, especially in overtime, because those points will come back to bite them in the butt and haunt them in the future. That's all I'm going to say about that one. We'll leave the rest of that to how the Canucks play in the future. Flyers take on the Ducks here. Noah Kate, 7th goal season by Bobby Brink and Cam York, 4:03 second period. Tua Terry, 10th goal season by Gudas and LaCombe, 15:38 in second period. Morgan Frost, 7th goal season by Scott Watson, 5:57 in the third period. And Joel Farabee, 5th goal season empty net on assistant, 17:40 in the third period. 32 saves and 33 shots for Samuel Earson. What a performance from him. He's a show stealer in Anaheim. As the Flyers beat the Ducks 3-1. Oilers take on the Kings in the Pacific Division battle. Casper Kapanen, 5th goal season by Connor Brown and Emberson, 9:43 in the first period. Darcy Kemper lets out a juicy rebound, and Casper Kapanen comes flying in to pounce on it. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Quinton Byfield, 7th goal season by Warren Fogle and Brent Clark, 12:32 into the first period. He gets the puck, does a nice move, and absolute snipes over the goal of Stuart Skinner. 1-1, LA ties it. Warren Fogle, 10th goal season by Spencer Byfield, 17:35 in the first period. Late in the first period, Edmonton takes a 2-1 lead. He does a harmless backhand on net. Skinner doesn't expect it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 7th goal season, power play goals by Hyman. David, 3:20 in the second period. But David gets a great pass on H. He has a lot of room. He snipes it. 2-2 Edmonton ties the game. Victor Arvidsson, 4th goal season by Podkolzin. Josh Settle, 11:59 second period. Podkolzin, Josh Settle gets it loose, gets it free, gets it to Podkolzin. He gives a quick little one-touch pass over to Arvidsson. He grips it and rips it. Edmonton leads 3-2. Tangent note, 5th goal season by Spencer Fogle. Early in the third period, they tie the game. It goes all the way to overtime. And in overtime, Quinton Byfield, 2nd of the night, 8th goal season by Denote. Kemper, 3:19 in the overtime. 24 saves and 27 shots for Darcy Kemper in the winning effort, and 25 saves and 29 shots for Stuart Skinner in the losing effort, as LA takes the extra point in overtime, 4-3 in LA over the Oilers. Bruins take on the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets smacked the Bruins 6-2 in Columbus on Friday, I think. Yeah, the day before this. Bruins looking for revenge in Boston. Justin Brazeau, 8th goal season by Carlin Lohi, 2:29 in the first period. Morgan Geekie, 8th goal season on assist, 6:29 second period. David Pastrnak, 13th goal season by Geekie Zaka, 8:18 in second period. Great move on the breakaway. Cole Kopke, 6th goal season on assist, 6:06 in the third period. 18 save Jeremy Swing shutout. Maybe he can get back on the right track after that great performance. Bruins win 4-0. That's the Bruins that they need to see. Capitals take on the Leafs, and Alexander Ovechkin's return. Speaking of that, we got a couple things to talk about here. We got a few days ago, I don't remember exactly the day, but the Avalanche re-signed their goalie to Mackenzie Blackwood to a 5-year, $5.3 million extension for around $26 million and some change of a whole contract. Mackenzie Blackwood, that's a steal in my opinion for how good he's been and how young he is still. Olmark was not traveling to Sens on the road trip due to a tweaked back. The other goalies have been pretty good, but that's just saying. And Matthew Schaefer, broken collarbone for Team Canada in the World Juniors, out to early to mid-March-ish. Yeah, he ran into the post really bad in the early Latvia game, and he broke his collarbone. Yeah, he'll be out to early to mid-March-ish, probably around that range. So that sucks. He was contending for that first overall spot as a defenseman, and he was super good. Future looked bright. Hopefully, when he comes back, he looks good. Looks better than ever. But yeah, After that few things, we're going to go into the Capital vs. Leafs game in Toronto and Ovi's return. Let's go here. John Tavares, 18th goal season. He's having a great season, by the way. I don't see much people talking about this, but he's having a great season along with Mitch Marner, Nylander. Those three guys right there are having ridiculous seasons. This is by Simon Benoit and Max Pacioretty, 3:14 in first period. Andrew Mangiapane, 8th goal seasons by Lapierre, 4:46 in first period. And then Jacob Chikrin, 10th goal season by Rain Reesmack and Radish, 8:54 in first period. It looks like Ovi, if he was left-handed and defensive, but yeah. Bobby McCann, 10th goal season by Domi. Mitch Marner, 8:10 in the second period. Ties the game. Nick Dowd, 9th goal season by Sandy and Mangiapane, 9:52 in the second period. Tom Wilson, 14th goal season. That's the Tom Wilson power play goal. So by Tricker and the Strom, 12:39 in the third period. Alex Ovechkin, 16th goal season in the empty nets by Protas and Dubois, 16:37 in the third period. Ovi scored 30 goals. And then 2 goals, and then he was out for a while, and then came back and scored a goal. That's his 869th goal of his career. That makes him only 25 goals shy of tying Wayne Gretzky's record and 26 goals shy of defeating it. Destroying it? Defeating it? I don't think that makes sense, but breaking the record. That makes no sense. The Rangers take on the Lightning here in Tampa Bay. Nikita Kucherov, 16th goal of season, a power play goal by point Gunso, 2:27 in the first period. The Breadman, 16th goal of season, assisted by Trocheck and Fox, 9:23 in the first period. Ryan McDonough, first goal of the season, just shorthanded goals by Cirelli, 18:11 in the first period. Brandon Point, 23rd goal of the season, he's having a ridiculous season as well. This is by Kucherov, 3:35 in the second period. Anthony Cirelli, 14th goal of the season, shorthanded goal, second shorthanded goal of the night for the Lightning. This is by Hagel, 5:02 in the second period. By the way, both the Florida teams have a ridiculous amount of shorthanded goals this season. Joe Gunso, 20th goal of the season, power play goal, assisted by Brandon Point and Kucherov, 8:08 in the second period. The Lightning special teams are ridiculous. And then Vinny Trocheck, 10th goal of the season, shorthanded by Ryan Lindgren, 30 seconds into the third period. Nick Paul, 9th goal of the season, unassisted, 14:12 in the third period. Shurkin had like a 675 save percentage before getting pulled. He had a terrible night. The Rangers defense didn't look the greatest. In the shots that they let up, they were very unsavable. And had a bad night nonetheless. 42 saves on 44 shots against Ronte Vasilevsky. What a ridiculous game for Rassi. Just wow. The Hurricanes take on the Devils in the rematch of Friday's night's matchup in Carolina this time. Paul Cotter, 8th goal season, unassisted, 2:56 in the second period. By the way, it's Dustin Tokarski, who was not even supposed to play for the Hurricanes this season, but Freddie Anderson got hurt. He's usually hurt, sadly. And Kochetkov cannot play all the time. He just played on Friday. So Tokarski was great when he played the last couple games, so he steps in here versus Devils backup Jake Allen. Dimensional Orlov, 4th goal season by Sean Walker, had Jarvis 30 seconds left in the second period. And then Plot, 8th goal season by Brett Hamilton, 105 in the third period. Special Aho, 12th goal season by Roslovic, 156 in the third period. Justin Blake, 8th goal season. It's a Carolina Hurricanes power play goal. With 9:17 left in the third period by Kotkaniemi and Brent Burns. Jack Roslovic, 15th goal season by Jarvis and Walker, 12:06 in the third period. Gets the insurance market. Jack Roslovic, 16th goal season, second night. Empty net is by Aho and Jarvis, 16:38 in the third period. 21 saves and 23 shots for Dustin Tokarski. He's continuing to impress me in his starts. Hold up. Okay. Told you the Hurricanes can do it. Told you. I'll do something. Jets take on the Senators. Tim Suto, 12th goal season power play goals by Batherson to Chuck, 10:40 in first period. Ridley Gregg, 4th goal season power play goal. This is by Shabbat and Giroux, 4:03 in second period. Gargano, 22nd goal season by Scheifele and Morrissey, 12:46 in second period. Mark Scheifele, 22nd goal season by Ehlers and Colin Miller, 15-1 second period. Gabe Pilates, 15-goal season. Power play goals by Ehlers and Kyle Connor. 9:47 third period. Nick Ehlers, 11-goal season by Logan Stanley. 11-19 third period. 33 saves, 35 shots against. Ridiculous performance by Connor Hellebuck again. The Jets knock off Canadian rival in the Ottawa Senators in Winnipeg. 4-2. Islanders take on the Penguins. John Gabriel Padrell, 8th goal of the season by Barzell. 14:47 first period. Michael Bunsen, 10th goal of the season. Power play goals by Carter Kell. 16:03 in the first period. Anthony Duclair, 3rd goal of the season by Paul Mary Nelson. 5:39 in the second period. And his lead 14th goal of the season. The Penguins scored in his own net. Unassisted. 8:36 in the second period. 9:39 in the second period. His 2nd goal of the season by Romanov and Bo Horvat. Nola tried 4th goal of the season by Nieto and Carlson, 13:49 second period. Ricardo Raquel, 17th goal of the season by Grisslet Malkin with 4 seconds left in the second period. Casey Zizic, 3rd goal of the season, 2nd of the night by Holmstrom, 14:43 in the third period. And his lead 15th goal of the season, 2nd of the night, I believe. In the empty net, unassisted with 22 seconds left in the game. Islanders hanging on for 6-3 home win. Flames taking the Sharks. Jonathan Huberdeau, 14th goal of the season by Uyghur and Kadri. 4:40 in the first period. This is the battle between Dustin Wolf and Yaroslav Askarov, 2 of the NHL's brightest goalie prospects, probably 2 top 3 goalie prospects in the entire NHL. Maka Celebrini joins in on the young party here. Power play goals by Wimberg and Toffoli, 3:04 in the second period. Mikael Backlund, 7th goal of the season. Power play goals by Kadri and Anderson, 6:50 second period. Jonathan Huberdeau, 2nd of the night, 15th goal of the season. This is empty nets by Kadri, and yes, goaltender Dustin Wolf gets an assist with 1 second left on the clock. 21 saves and 22 shots for Dustin Wolf, compared to 30 saves and 32 shots for Askarov. Great performances by both phenomenal goalie prospects, as they win 3-2. The Flames win 3-1. Youngstown fan. Okay. Switching over to the USHL now. Saturday night, yesterday game. Starting with Youngstown versus Muskegon. Youngstown wins a high-scoring matchup, including 4 goals in the second period by Muskegon, and then 3 goals in the third period from Youngstown. Goes to overtime. They'll go in overtime in the shootout. Youngstown wins 6-5. Terrible goaltending performances at both ends. Shot to 21-17. Is still 6-5 final. Sioux Falls Stampede sweep the Sioux City Musketeers 5-1 is the score. 36-13. They heavily outplayed them. Chicago Steel scores 16 goals in Team USA's head in both games, included an 8-4 dominant victory. Just a 36-21 in favor of Chicago, and yeah, Team USA is not making the playoffs to keep playing like this. Green Bay Gamblers sweep the battle with Wisconsin, time with a 2-1 home victory. Shots 36-26 in favor of Green Bay. What a game by them. Lincoln blows out Tri-City 9-3. Shots 37-30 in favor of Lincoln. That's crazy. Des Moines Buccaneers shut out Omaha Lancers 5-0. Shots 48-13 for Des Moines. Crazy shot numbers. 13 save shutout from Max Walden. Yeah, we say that. Fargo Force defeat the Waterloo Blackhawks 5-3 in Waterloo. Shots 24-25 favor of Fargo Force. Dubuque beats Cedar Rapids 4-3 in Cedar Rapids. Shots 36-17 in favor of Cedar Rapids. 33 saves and 36 shots against for Liam Bierman, and he's continuing to be one of the best backups in the entire USHL. He's very, very underrated goaltender, as I predicted. I mean, not really predicted. I literally just told you guys that was going to happen. I literally did. I said that. Anyways, today the Waterloo Blackhawks were down 1-0 since early in the game. Wait till all the way until about 7 minutes and 31 seconds ago. Scored game-tying goal from Brandon McMorrow in overtime. 25 seconds in overtime. Brandon McMorrow, 2nd of the night. He's been so good and so clutch for Waterloo. And one of his very first few games back, scores 2 goals, including the overtime game-winning goals. Waterloo finally is able to close out a game. Do you know how clutch that would be for Waterloo if they're able to do it throughout the rest of the season? And especially heading into the playoffs, they can do that during the playoff time and close out a game. Watch out for this Blackhawks team, dude. I'm telling you. 35-24 in favor of Waterloo. Fargo's backup goaltender, by the way, may I add, kept them in the game the whole time. 23 saves and 24 shots for Moore. 33 shots and 35 shots for, I believe it's like a Callaway or something like that. I think that was his last name, something like that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was, something like that. I'm going to go over the standings. I'm going to quickly go through the standings. I don't think we're going to look at skater stats today, but I think we're going to go over the standings, and then we're going to, I'm dipping, you know. Starting with the Eastern Conference as per usual. Number 1, Muskegon Lumberjacks, 18-17-2, 40 points. 6-3-0-1 in the last 10. This team is very defensively heavy. Like both goaltenders have been ridiculous this season. Defense has been ridiculous this season. Again, I say basically every week they need to get their offense of scoring higher, better. Duke Fine Saints 19-9, 38 points, 6-4 in the last 10. They definitely had clear flaws, but they fixed a lot of them on Saturday. They looked a lot better on Saturday, and both of their goaltenders are ridiculously good. 3, Madison Capitals, 16-7-2-1 for 35 points, 6-31 in the last 10. Even though they did get swept in the Battle of Wisconsin this weekend, they're still looking really good. They're still 6-3-1, even though they lost the most recent games in the Battle of Wisconsin this weekend. They'll be fine. I think I know their offense is really, really, really good. The defense is really, really good. The goaltending is really, really good. They're really, really complete package. Watch out for the Madison Capitals as well. Boy, Youngstown Phantoms are 17-11-0-0. 34 points, 1 point behind Madison with 2 more games played. They are 6-4 in the last 10. This seems really dangerous too. They have a great goaltender. They have the great defense. They just need to get the offensive production. I don't know. Pretty even team. They don't got nothing too incredibly special, but they're pretty well rounded for sure. They need to play more discipline too. That's a big part. 5, Green Bay Gamblers 14-13-1 for 29 points. 4-6 in the last 10. This team's incredibly inconsistent. They swept Madison this weekend, which that's their ceiling, but I've also seen their floor when they get swept by Tri-City and get smacked by other teams. They swept Dubuque. I'm telling you, sweeping Madison, sweeping Dubuque, that is their ceiling, but I've seen them lose to really bad teams and get swept by really bad teams. Not Tri-City. Tri-City's not a bad team, but I'm saying other bad teams. Like, they very inconsistent. If they can stay consistent, they're a really, really dangerous team. They can get hot coming in the playoffs. Watch out for them. 6, Cedar Rapids Rough Riders 11-13-1 for 24 points. 6-31 in the last 10. Their team's starting to heat up. They kind of stunned Dubuque, and then Dubuque came around and beat them in Cedar Rapids again. But as a Dubuque fan, they're actually happy ways. But so, Cedar Rapids starting to heat up a lot. The goaltending's been great, both goalies. The offense has been producing at a decent, not really good, but decent, and the defense has been really good. So maybe it's gonna have to win really low scoring games. That's the recipe. If that's the recipe to success, then so be it. Chicago Steel 9-18-2 for 20 points, 3-7 in the last 10. This team's bad. They did score 16 goals in Team USA's head, but besides that, they still stink. USA 6-15-1 for 13 points, 36-1 in the last 10. Yeah, I did say that this team was going to make the playoffs. They were looking good there for a minute, and they had so much less games than everybody else, which they still do, but they could make the playoffs, but very unlikely, especially knowing the fact that these guys scored 16 goals by Chicago in 2 games right on top of their head. That was kind of embarrassing, but Eastern Conference prediction, I still think it's going to be Dubuque. They're starting to figure out a lot of their problems, and they're starting to look dangerous. Number 2 is probably going to be Muskegon, 3 is going to be Madison. 4 is going to be Youngstown, 5 is going to be Green Bay, 6 is going to be Cedar Rapids. As a Dubuque fan, does make me kind of disappointed that they're going to make the playoffs, but it is what it is. The Rough Riders will make the playoffs, to clarify. 7 is going to be probably Team USA, and 8 is still going to be Chicago. Let's go to the West now. Number 1, Sioux Falls Stampede, 18-6, 1-1 for 38 points. 8 is 1-0-1 in the previous 10. Yeah, this is a team I did have going to the Stanley Cup final. This team is, Clark Cup final, Clark Cup final. This team's looking so dangerous. Offense, one of the best in the league. Defense, one of the best in the league. Goaltending, one of the best in the league. This team is just doing all throughout. One of, if not the most well-rounded teams in the entire USHL right now. This is so far. Fargo 4, 17-7-2-2 for 38 points. 6-2-2 in the last 10. This team's really, really nasty. This team is one of the best defenses in the league, one of the best goaltenders in the league, but the offense is what concerns me. That's why I have Sioux Falls beating them in the Western Conference Finals this season, because I don't believe in Fargo's offense. I think it's good, and I think it's good enough to make some noise, but I don't think it's good enough to go over a team like Sioux Falls that's better offense, just as good if not better defense, and just as good if not better goaltending. It's really, Sioux Falls is a much more well-rounded team. 3 Lincoln, 18-10-0-0 for 36 points. 5-5 the last 10. This team should also make some noise. I could see this team defeating Fargo or Sioux Falls, depending who they play in the second round. I could see them beating either one of those teams, but I don't know. I just something about this team that, I don't know. I think they could. I think they're very, very dangerous threat. 4 Waterloo Blackhawks, 12, 8-4-4 for 32 points. 3-4-2-1 in the last 10. This team's been having troubles closing out games, winning games in overtime/shootout, and just closing out games in general. If they can, which they won in overtime today, they can win more overtime/shootout games and close out games better. This team's very, very dangerous to come out of the West this season. 5, Tri-City Storm, 14, 13, 2, and 1 for 31 points. 5 and 5 of the last 10. The goaltending needs to pick it up. The defense needs to become more consistent, and the offense is pretty good. 6, Sioux City Musketeers, 13, 13, 1, and 3 for 30 points. 4, 4, 1, and 1 in the last 10. This defense needs to pick it up. Goaltending needs to pick it up, and I know it can. Offense has been good, and then he needs to be more consistent. 7, Des Moines Buccaneers, 12, 13, and 1 for 25 points. 7 and 3 in the last 10. Des Moines has been on fire as of late. I don't know what's going on with this team, but they just hit a random spurt of oh yeah, we're going to the Clark Cup, baby. They're going to the Clark Cup, and then I'm just waiting for them to lose and get humbled again. But I'm just saying that's what they're doing right now. But they're on fire right now. They could squeak into the playoffs, but I don't think they're that close to being as good as Sioux City, Tri-City, any of those teams. 8, Omaha Lancers, 6, 18, and 4 for 16 points. 0, 8, 2 in the last 10. Yeah, it seems a garbage bin. Dumpster fire. They're selling their best players. Their management sucks. The coaching staff is pretty mid. And this team's overall just really, really bad. If you play this team, you're like, wow, 2 free wins, That's really a mindset. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this podcast episode. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. For guys who not watch this live, watch this after live at night. For guys who morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Onto a post notification show if you haven't already. Subscribe to the show if you haven't already. Like this video if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoyed today's USHL Sunday, episode 3, season 8. I will see you guys tomorrow for NHL Monday, episode 4 of season 8. Peace.